brain fart.
Or else you get... Hey guys, it's Caitlyn.
And Christine.
And today we're going to talk about what your stunt group looks for and the numbers in your stunt group and all that stuff. So she's a flyer and I'm a base. And she's going to start off by talking about what she wants in a base and a back and what people look for in a flyer. So take it away, Christine.
When I'm in the air, I want someone who's gonna, you know, hold me up in the air and not be like, oh, no guys, no wait, no, wait, no, down. Oh, no, my arms are tired, no, down. I want someone who can, like, actually hold me up until, like, we get something, not just kind of, like...
Be lazy.
Yeah, be lazy and be like, oh, she's too heavy, down. Just, no. I'm also looking for someone who can catch me if I decide to, you know, spaz in the air. But don't ever do that. If you're a flyer, don't ever spaz in the air.
It's bad.
Yes.
For bases too, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And I'm not
you will
saying...
fall and you will die. Just kidding.
Okay.
Mean Girls reference, hashtag Mean Girls reference.
I'm not saying I'm like the perfect flyer and everything. Like, I have my spaz moments. I have my little non-stiffening dead weight moments. But those are like the two things you don't want to do. You don't want to put all your weight on the bases in the back because
it's harder for them to carry you, and then you can't do the stunt as well because they're like dying underneath you.
It's gonna look messy, not as clean. And you want to stiffen everything, like everything. Stay as stiff. Also, like when you're flying, like a cradle or something, you kind of want to just be stiff so they can catch you easier. Because
if you're like Jello, it's really hard to catch you, and you know. Also, you have to like put your arms out because you don't want to hit anybody in the face when you're like going down.
Yeah,
it's scary. Plus, when you're doing when you're doing libs, it's really annoying when you're kicking people in the face and you can't it's hard, and you know.
It's hard to control yourself, but just try as hard as you can to control yourself. We were doing a twist down the first time, and I landed on Aaron. Sorry, Aaron.
Oh, God.
Like this. A back. I want someone who can, really, if I'm falling backward or something, kind of, just put me back and help me to keep my balance. And who can also take most of the weight off the bases, so the bases can also do a better job at lifting me.
Yeah, like basket toss and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And...
basket tosses. The backs are really important basket tosses because if you have all the weight on the base's hands, they're not going to be able to throw you high enough. So, the backs have to, put all... you have to stick your butt out and, you know, all that stuff. That's good.
People think that, you know, it's all about the flyer. It's all about the bases. But the back has a really important job, too. Because you want, a really good stunt group.
A solid...
I love my stunt group. Love you guys.
Stunt group.
Because, you know, I've never fallen, so it's easier to go in a stunt, especially for the flyer, because they're not as scared. They're not like, oh, they're not going to catch me, they're not going to catch me. But you're going up there like, okay, even if I do fall, I won't get hurt, I can always try again.
Mutual trust.
Yes. Yeah. And then the base is going to be like, oh, if she falls, she's really stiff, we can always just catch her really easily.
So, now it's my turn, and I'm just going to say, number one, for what I look for in another base, a fellow base, is they have to be the kind of the same height and, you know, strength as you. I mean, if you get someone who's 10 times as weak, it's gonna be really hard because they're not gonna be able to hold, you know, even balance, and it's gonna be harder for the flyer because, you know, you're not balanced and one person's really strong and the other person's really weak. It's just not good times over there. So you want to find someone who's equivalent to you, same thing, same arm height and whatever. And basically someone who's really strong, someone who's really determined, who won't give up, because I know a lot of people freaking give up, and it's really tough when, you know, you're doing the stunt, you're in the midst of the stunt, you almost have it, and then they give up, they want to take a break. And you know, personally, and I think you're probably one of those people too who don't want to take a break every 5 minutes. They want, if you're in the moment, it's easier to get a stunt than just be sitting and then all of a sudden go right back into it, which takes more energy out. It's easier just to do it while you are in the moment.
There's a certain point where you need to take a break. Cause, sometimes you're okay, we need to get this, and then people end up getting hurt.
Yeah, and it's like you're
so tired and you can't hold them up anymore, and then you can't catch them if they fall. So breaks are good in moderation.
Oh, basically that's all I look for in a fellow base. Yeah, basically like the same attitude as you. You want to be matched up with the right person. You kind of have to be similar. And then what I look for in a back is kind of just a very, very strong person. Like, I know Erin is just an amazing back. She's really, really strong. And she'll catch you. Yeah, she'll catch you no matter what. Those are the two really amazing girls. Like, they're not going to drop you and leave you hanging on the floor. You also want someone who can hold a flyer up in the air, because if the flyer is just like with no support, it's all in the base's weight, and the bases have a really, really tough time dealing with all the weight. You know, you're lifting another human up. It's not like you're lifting a little dog up or you're lifting like a kid up. A kid is like 10 times easier. It's another fellow friend or someone who is close, if not lighter than you, maybe a little bit heavier than you. But I don't, you know, I guess cheer extreme, like those extreme things. Yeah. Everybody's like the same-ish weight. Yeah. And then what I look for in a flyer is the same thing what Christine said. Basically someone who's really stiff in the air, who's not afraid of heights. They can't really be afraid to like take risks and stuff. And I mean, it's tough because if we do drop you as a stunt group, you have to be willing to get back up there, get back on the horse, you know, maybe take a break and like really, really be determined and try. Don't, like, get freaked out. Like, I mean, you know, there's a lot of worse instances that you could be in if you fall. Like, you could, like, break a bone or something, and, you know, you're extremely lucky if you come out of falling in a really serious situation and you're totally fine. Yeah, but what I look for in a fight is just, like, stiff and calm and really, really, like, you have to have good core muscles, because if you don't, you're gonna be, like, yeah, you're gonna be, like, jello up there, and it's gonna be not good for everybody else. And the number one thing I would have to say, balance, and then also never spaz out. It's the worst thing for the bases in the back. Like, it's just, like, the worst thing, because, if you're pointing or spazzing out, then, you know, like, the bases can drop you, and it's really hard. I mean, of course, it's, like, extremely hard to stay up, like, in that position for a long time. You're keeping your core tight. You have to have a lot of muscle and stuff, you know, but you have to be determined. You have to work for it. It's not going to come easily to you. You know, you really have to, like, work hard. You don't ever want to point your toes when you're in the air, because then the base can't hold you right. That's a really bad problem I have, because I do ballet and everything, so it's all about pointing your toes, and then you go to cheer and it's like, don't ever point your toes. In a base, you want someone who will, or end a back, someone who will run to catch you, because I know everyone in my stunt group has done that at least once. Like, I'll be flying to the side, and then Janessa or Ashley or Julia will be like, I got you, girl! And then, you know, I'm okay. It's more scary for them because they're in the air. They're probably 7 to 10 feet above you. You're closer to the ground than them. If they fall, they're gonna get more hurt, and if we fall or get hurt, it's less pain probably if, like, you fall down. Yeah, I feel like the worst, not like the worst thing, but like the most common thing a base could like do is either like get kicked in the face, or like the worst, get a concussion, which is like really bad. Especially, but the flyer, if they're flying or whatever, you just let them fall, they can get paralyzed, they can like break their neck, they can break a rib, like, yeah. Because it's from like a higher point of stance. That wraps it up for this video. Yay! That was fun to do, and at the end of the video, people usually say subscribe, comment, like, rate, blah blah, all that stuff. So do that if you feel obligated to. See you soon, maybe. Christine maybe might make a video. Woo. She should. She's a flyer. She's a very good flyer. So yeah, we will talk to you soon. Bye. You gotta get in the frame. I can't get any closer to you. Yeah, don't we be like, hello guys? I'm gonna get rid of that sweater. I'm just gonna keep it there. Little keepsake. No? Okay. Great. We didn't even do that. I always touch my hair. Mom was like, in every video, someone will be like, hey guys, it's Christine, and then you'll be like, and Kate. Confusion. What did she say to you? Okay, groovy too, babe.
Groovy, yeah.
Go, girl. It's your birthday.
Okay. And
Hold on, wait. Okay, there.
I should very hard.
Or else you get. So basically, that's what I look for in another base. Damn it.
Got this girl. I'll do this.
Thank you, Chuck, for announcing your presence.